What up, phonies? This is Crazypretzel here, and we're gonna do something a little different today. I'm gonna do a cooking video, so to speak. We're gonna try this chick, Lacey Bayer, Baier. Credit goes to her. I'm gonna make a homemade coffee creamer. I'm gonna try this vanilla one or French vanilla one or whatever that is. So, cause yeah, what up? It's me on camera. Now, the thing with coffee creamer is, it's not so much that well, I don't know. See, I'm not like one of those hardcore it's gotta be organic or else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of becoming a little bit skeptical on chemicals and shit inside some of the store-bought items that we purchase and whatnot. You know, it's like I'm not trying to be like Mr. Paranoid about it, but you see a lot of stuff on here and how stuff is bad for your health or can cause cancer or carcinogens and whatnot. Some of these added substitute chemicals and stuff include things like polysorbate and sodium benzoate and BHT and caramel color and all kinds of other colors and whatnot. So I'm not exactly 100% everything I buy is organic because I'll buy vegetables and whatnot. They're not organic because they don't cost as much of an arm and a leg and whatnot. So, but like I said, for store-bought items, I'm kind of if it's got soybean oil, canola oil, what is that called? Maltodextrin or something. They've used that in potato chips and whatnot. Stuff like that. I'm kind of saying if I can make something at home as a substitute, I'm gonna kind of start going that route, I think. So, but yeah, so we're gonna make a video here. We're gonna do a coffee creamer recipe. Now, the first part of this recipe, apparently, and I've never made this, so we're gonna make it together. It's gonna be an adventure. So, yeah. So the first part of this is you buy raisins, and I personally don't like raisins, but whatever. I mean, I don't hate raisins, but it's one of those foods that it's I feel like I don't need to buy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So you buy raisins, and then you're supposed to use whatever milk you want, and you're supposed to soak a cup of the raisins in 2 cups of the milk, and you can either soak it for in the according to the recipe 4 to 5 hours or overnight in the fridge, or if you want to speed up the process, you can kind of slow cook it on the stove for 30 minutes or something. So I soaked mine, as you can see right here. I soaked mine in there for about 5 hours or so. I put them in at 6, and it's about midnight. So maybe that's more closer to 6 hours, but regardless. Oh, by the way, before we continue with the adventure, I have to show you the most awesome cookie jar in the whole world. And now I really don't eat cookies, but I gotta distinguish. I gotta find a purpose for this thing. But yeah, check out this cookie jar.
Get your hand on my cookie jar.
That is fucking awesome. It's a legend. That's from the 90s or something. It's a kick-ass cookie jar. All right. So what I have to do is basically the other ingredients I'm using in this or whatever. I'm gonna use vanilla extract. I bought some organic pure vanilla extract. Apparently, if you want to make your own homemade vanilla extract, you just buy the beans and bourbon. And I guess you let the beans sit in the bourbon for a few weeks, and then voila, you have your own extract or something. So I'm gonna have to try that sometime. Crazypretzel gonna be a little alcoholic and whatnot. So yeah. So vanilla extract is what you need. Pure maple syrup, and then another substance called arrowroot starch flour, whatever. It's supposed to thicken the stuff up or whatever. This one's actually, I think this one is actually a bit more organic and stuff, because I guess they make ones that aren't. But from what I've been researching or finding, I think this one is all right. So, all right. So I have to strain the raisins out of the milk or something, or get the raisins out of the milk, and then throw a bunch of this shit into the pan, and then we'll get going. So yeah, I'll be back in a second here. right, we're back. So I went ahead and I took all the raisins out of the milk or whatever. There's no more raisins left in there. Where'd they go? Well, they're right here. Yeah. So essentially, if you want to use a whole cup of raisins or something, you could just fill up almost a 240 ml of glass or whatever full of raisins to make this. So supposedly, I guess this. I hope my camera's not too shaky. Supposedly, this makes like they call this your condensed milk or something. I guess like the sugar in the raisins or something, or the whatever makes this milk or whatever. Sure, we'll go with that. All right. So we did that, and like I said, I got everything else set up. You're gonna need 1 cup of milk, which I'm going to excitingly pour inside this thing right here, right in front of you. Alrighty, we got 1/3 cup there. Alright, oh shit, I think that's dry liquids. Hang on, we want to go around here. Now, apparently this calls for a cup of milk, so, alright. That just seems like a lot. Alright. It calls for a cup of milk, so that's what we're going with. Alright, so we pour our cup of milk inside here. Alright, then we're going to pour our sweet stuff in here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn the stove on here. You want to put it like on a medium heat or whatever, according to the recipe. So now we're going to add our condensed milk in here with the other milk. There's still a couple fucking raisins in here. Hang on a second. Now my recipe says to what you should do is take the raisins out with a fine wire whisk or something. Yeah, I don't have one of those, so I used my slotted spoon. Pretty cool spoon I got from a resale shop for like $2 or whatever, like a while back. All right, so we added that. I'm done with this milk. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. We added our other stuff in there, the condensed milk or sweet milk or whatever. Now we gotta add, I think, a tablespoon of this here pure maple syrup. I want to say maple leaf syrup, like it's Canadian or something. If you're from Canada watching this, as an American, let me holla at you and say what up to you Canadians out there who might watch this. All right, we gotta add a tablespoon of pure maple syrup. So we got a tablespoon right here. So I'll even pour it in front of you. Ooh. You know, watching cooking shows on TV, they're kind of fun, but like, it's like dead silent or whatnot. So it's like, you want to play some like rock music in the background or something. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we added that. Now we gotta add a teaspoon of this arrowroot starch in there. This is a half teaspoon. Actually, I was wrong. A teaspoon, not a tablespoon. See, a teaspoon is 5 milliliters. A tablespoon is 15. So yeah. Now it says to add a teaspoon of this. This is a half. So we're just gonna do a half. Well, one obviously. I'm gonna actually use the bag here to sort of level it off a little bit. There we go. So that way it's leveled scoops and all that stuff. Scoops. You remember the day back in the day with the news and whatnot, how they had to get the scoop on something? Yeah. So did they do that for cooking as well or something, or you know what I mean? Yeah, that was a pretty lame joke. My apologies. So all right, that's pretty much everything. I didn't add the vanilla extract because we have to do that like at the end of it. Supposedly we had like these 3-4 things here in the bowl, and then this thing like gradually, like as it heats up, it thickens or whatnot, and then we take it off the heat. Then we add our extract, and then we just cool it down in the refrigerator, and then like you eventually, I think you just shake it up, and then you can add it to your coffee creamer. So I probably could have used a spoon, but I figure, hey, since we're stirring up floury stuff, a whisk might be the way to go. Alrighty. I think it said to bring this like about to a boil or something. Or like when it's about to start boiling or something like that. I don't know. Let's look at the ceiling for a second. Alright, let's see. Let's see, in a saucepan, combine this, additional milk, this and that. Cook the mixture for 6 to 8 minutes or until the mixture starts to thicken and almost begins to bubble. Remove it from that, then add in your vanilla extract and then stir to combine. Then it calls for a tablespoon of the pure vanilla extract, but I'm going to try 2 tablespoons because I like French vanilla, so, yeah. You know what, I really don't understand how this could be French vanilla creamer because the fact that I'm American and not French, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really understand how it really works like that. Parle-tu français allemand? Oh shit, now it is French vanilla. Oh shit, did you see that? I'm just being a smart ass, but... Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna be, like, waiting, like, a few minutes for this to boil, apparently, so, yeah, why don't we do a Babe of the Week or something to, improvise or whatnot? That will require me to, come up with one, so, and a Song of the Week as well. So let's do that stuff, then we'll get back to the exciting action of this coffee creamer. Alrighty, I figure for our Song of the Week or Babe of the Week, or day, or however long it is till I upload this video, we're going to give old school TNA Pro Wrestling a throwback. Our Babe of the Week is Brooke Adams, aka Brooke Tessmacher, and our Song of the Week is Bobby Roode's instrumental TNA theme song when he was their world champion. So enjoy the TNA throwback. Alright, we're back. Alright, so apparently you don't have to do like the full 6 to 8 minutes like the video said. I had this like on a medium heat for like maybe 4 minutes or something, and it like almost wanted to like boil over on me. So I took it off the heat. It's pretty reasonably thick now compared to what it was earlier. Let's get a spoon here and I can show you. I mean, you know what milk looks like. If you don't know what milk looks like, you're like kind of stupid, but yeah. So this is a bit thicker. I should probably boil it a bit longer to thicken it up more, but you know, whatever. We're gonna just go with it. The fact that it almost boiled over on me kind of makes me like really not want to heat it up anymore. I don't understand how it's a medium heat if it's like gonna boil over on you. You probably should use a low heat whatever. But like I said, I think it's good enough. I mean, it's hot. It was about to boil. I think it's something about it, like it shouldn't boil over anyways. Alright. So, we're going to use, actually, I think I'm going to just use one tablespoon. It's just, if you want to make it very vanilla, it's supposed to be 2, but I think I'm going to just shoot for 1 today. And then we'll see how it is. Smell that vanilla extract. You know, if vanilla extract has alcohol in it, are kids allowed to buy this? You know what I'm saying? Is there alcohol? I mean, can kids get drunk? I mean, especially if it's like extracted with alcohol, can kids legally buy this stuff? You know what I'm saying? I thought you had to be like 21 to buy alcohol or something. So, I don't know. Alright, anyways, so, yeah. Oh, I probably should. Yeah, I should have showed you me adding that, my bad. Anyway, so you add it in there. This isn't like the thickest coffee creamer out there. I mean, I probably could like simmer it longer and to get it thicker. Worst case, I could add a little bit more of my arrowroot starch. My arrowroot starch or something in there. Yeah. Supposedly arrowroot starch is healthier for you than like cornstarch and whatnot. As I guess it comes like natural from a plant or something or whatever. But, alright. You're still going to see little pieces of raisin on there that I didn't quite get out. So perhaps a fine wire whisk really would be the way to go, but whatever. Alright, so that shit's good. Alright, now we got to pour it here, and we're going to use a mason jar here. You know, a mason jar fresh from Perry Mason's cases that he solved back in the day. Alright. I probably should use a strainer in 2 hands here. Alrighty, so let's set this down here for a second. And let's see if I have a strainer in here. It's a little difficult when you wear sunglasses indoors, you know, during the evening time and whatnot, but Crazypretzel always wears his sunglasses. Actually, this just might work. Let's try it. Alright, we're going to try to pour this in here and see if I don't make a mess. Holy shiznizzle, we fucking doing that. Let's see if I can show you guys the exciting action of me pouring in this coffee creamer into the mason jar. Like, holy shit, is that, like, not the most exciting action in the world? I should talk like I'm in, like, golf or something. Now see if he can fit the coffee creamer. If he can get it into the hole on a par 3, and then that way it goes in delicately and phonetically and whatnot. Alright, so we got all that in there. There's a bunch of dried up coffee creamer raisin stuff, residue at the bottom. But yeah, so this looks like this is going to wean you about 600 mLs worth of coffee, which is like a couple of pints of milk, essentially. So yeah, a little bit more than that maybe. So yeah, that was making the coffee creamer. Oh, I didn't taste it. Let's taste this shit. It's pretty good, pretty vanilla. So, yep, that's how you make homemade coffee creamer. Any questions? Because there's going to be a quiz worth 20 points at the end of this. And if you fucking fail it, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. No, I'm just joking. Just kidding. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let me know, and we'll make more Cooking with Crazypretzel videos. So, until then, this goes in the refrigerator overnight to cool off. Then we'll make some coffee here with Folgers. And, yeah. So thanks for watching. Have a good night. A good Friday. St. Patrick's Day was Thursday, but Good Friday, even though that's Easter. And have a good one. Peace out.